Right then, this is going to be a recording of such of me playing through the storyline. And since I have um, I shall be playing through the story. I now have my starter. I might as well throw this on. Use my voucher. And into the storyline I go. For this playthrough, I shall be doing the Articuno route. Overall, all three stories are pretty much the same. Just when it comes to infiltrating bases and things, it's a different team base, but it's still the same story and such. Just obviously the NPCs that are in that particular building. A tale talks about a region called the Vale of Dranbury, an area filled with history and intrigue, especially over the power the region is supposed to hold over certain legendaries. Unfortunately, this relationship with legendaries requires certain sacrifices. As such, the Vale doesn't access certain technologies the same as the rest of the world. Instead, it has to rely on other means. Adding to that, the Vale is under a ruling class, with an indifferent king in their castle. Unfortunately, the Vale struggles with food supply for all their citizens, and as such, their docks are very busy with shipments. However, sometimes the docks are used for more nefarious purposes. There are three groups that exist in the Vale of Dranbury, all fighting to hold dominion over the area. One of which resides in this very dojo, those that worship the fighting bird Zapdos. Tourism is a very valuable industry to the Vale, particularly because of the forest. The lush greenery has a variety of Pokemon never seen together in typical forests. Maybe you can explore it later and find some Pokemon friends of your very own. I'm just going to briefly do this. Actually, no, wait, not yet. That was my bad. There we go. As I do need to change some settings behind the scenes. Sadly, we are not without tragedies within this area. There was once a tussle for technology in this mansion. It is said that they faced collective ire and destruction at the moment both the people and the birds found out about this. Perhaps, though, there may be some secret knowledge in there for you to uncover. Another of the three groups in the Vale exists to provide magic to the masses and also to give praise to their deity. The wizards, high up in their tower, looking after their shrine to the psychic bird Articuno. And we reach the third entry of our trio, those that live in the church when not praying under darkness. The priests and clerics sitting in the catacombs, all to seek their dark bird Moltres. Mining exports in the Vale of Dranbury are very important to the people, as the caves are full of a variety of resources, from coal to dusk stones. There isn't much the Vale doesn't have as an export in the realm of gems. And now, for your part in this story. Are you willing to join in and try and bring harmony to the land? And maybe find out the secret of the birds for yourself, to try and claim the rightful ownership of one of these powerful forces. It is time for you to choose how your own pathway in this story will go. Okay, now I shall briefly And in the words of Cosmic, hello future people watching this recording. Now then, we have got our selves in this little cave, which is where you start the story. And first things first, we need to talk to this fella. Starting the introduction quest. Welcome to the Vale of Dranbury. This area is rather harsh despite its beauty. We should get you some tools and supplies to get started. You must craft a wooden pickaxe to get on your feet. So, over here to the tree. Which gets us some of those. Then we go to the crafting table. Grab a few sticks. And there we go, wooden pickaxe. Task complete. Ah, I see you got the wooden pick. Well done. Now you can be truly skilled at mining. And you get a nice little reward. What's that? You want to go explore our little vale? Well, I suppose you could, although it's dangerous out there. You would need armour, weapons and defences. I don't have anything like that, but our smithy over there might. Smithy works with the fancy stuff like iron and gold. You're going to need better tools than that to work within. Some nice new stone tools would likely do the job nicely, so go make yourself some. And then you can use your progress tracker and see your current quest, which is upgrades. So I need to make a stone pickaxe, stone axe and a stone shovel. So over here we go. I know this isn't the most exciting, but it's got its place, and you know, we need to show that we're ready. There we go. Across here. So we want a stone axe. We want a stone pickaxe. And I believe it was a shovel, but I will double check because my brain is silly. Yes, it is a shovel. And that is that task complete. Ah, wonderful. You got the goods. Now go run along to Smithy over there, and he should be able to set you on your way. And I've got some tokens. And now Cedric has just become a regular NPC for now. And we talk to this guy. Haha, for the quest of Iron Time. You really got scammed by that fraud in the corner. Those tools you got will do you no good. In order to walk the forges here, you need iron and steel. Craft yourself an iron pick and get back to me. Then we can see whether you're worthy enough for armour. So, we know that there's iron ore over here. So, to be honest, we can trash this because we're not going to need it. And now we can get ourselves some iron. That should be enough for a pick. Oops, why did I talk to you, sir? I guess it's out of habit. So we need... Oh, we need more sticks. And then we can make an iron pick. Well, well, well. You actually got yourself a pick. Well done. Guess you may be worth the effort of helping after all. We get 20 tokens for that, and now we talk to him again. For the quest teams. I'm impressed. You actually got the pick. I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting that. Alright then, before we get started, if you want armour, you need to select the armour type. I've got 3 types I specialise in, one for each of the teams in this here vale. 3 teams define themselves according to which idol they worship. One worships Articuno, one idolises Moltres, and the third follows the path of Zapdos. Step up and choose which armour you'll pick, which of the 3 birds will command your mind. Now we go choose our team by going over here. Are you sure you want to join the Midnight Terrors? Nope, I'm not sure. Are you sure you want to join the Spark Strikers? Not sure. No, leave me alone. And finally, are you sure you want to join Unified Minds? Yes, I am ready. New apprentices get a rare and unique starter. Legend has it, our starter can read your heart. But now we've chosen, we go back to Smith. Ah, Articuno, eh? An interesting choice. Your new team call themselves the Unified Minds. Not my favourite choice of name, but interesting nonetheless. Now we start gathering armour. Once again, we got a nice little cash reward. Alrighty, now none of this half effort that fraud in the corner had you doing. You crafted your own pick, so you know how to put in the blood, sweat and tears into a job required from a smith. Nor is this armour what that old man had you making. This is not a special crafting recipe, and is a closely held secret of the Master of Smiths. Go grab me 10 gold and 10 iron. As you picked Articuno, you'll also need 20 dust stones. In this world, dust stones can be mined from the amethyst ore, so you must gain all from there. So, we shall start by getting ourselves some more iron. Sableye. I like chat games. What are you? What are you? And one more of you. Now we go get some gold. Now one of the good things is you don't have to worry in the storyline about damage and things. So worst case, sort of if we need the rubies, we could just hop through the lava and it's not a problem. But I do believe, yeah, this area is just rubies. as you'll quickly notice, I'm not very good at parkour. Partly because I have arthritis. I suppose, there we go. Soothe the fact that I am on fire. Now then. Just keep an eye out in case over there's correct, but I think it's this way. Because there's the crystals used for one of the other teams. I would like to not be on fire, please. Oh, okay. I thought they were some of them were connected, but they're not. Interesting. That's fine though. I'm silly, so at least now I suppose I've shown where all the different materials are. Ah, that's what I was thinking of. This area is also connected to silicon, which is important for evolving Pokemon in the storyline. That wouldn't evolve by level. So, just need a bunch of these. Oh, damn, good luck. I didn't mean to try and drop that. I misclicked because my fingers are silly. A few more of these. There we go. Now we go back to the smith, as we have gotten the items requested. Wonderful! All the materials ready for work. I hate to sound old, but it really has been a while since I got down to crafting this armour again. Armour? What's that? No, you fool. Armour is not simply crafted instantly because you gave me some supplies. It needs love, care and attention. Once you get this armour, you will need some special protections added to it to keep you safe. That requires some special items. Now get me 15 lapis, 20 coal and craft a bucket. Now leave me in peace so I can craft this armour. So, lapis is down in the water. And yet again we got a nice little cash reward for completing a step. I'm also going to refrain from taking part in things like chat games and stuff during this, so I can show the exact amount sort of you get for completing the story. 5 more to go. One there. And this one here. There we go. Now we can get back up here. We can go grab a bunch of coal, which will go considerably faster because we're not having to mine underwater. And then after this we just need to get a few more iron so we can make a bucket. There we go. And jump and miss because I'm silly. Gosh, Wonder Trade's popping off. Slightly jealous. Make a bucket. Okay, I've somehow glitched. Not quite sure why that happened, but sure, I guess. I'll go do that again. I mean, it might give me a second reward. Smile, Keki, you're on camera. I don't know why it misglitched there, though. But I don't mind making another one because it's always handy to have extras anyway. There we go. I do apologise that it clearly had a moment there. But at least it wasn't a particularly hard quest to repeat. Ah, wonderful. This damn armour is nearly done. Just needing to get that helm right. And then I'll be right with you. Well, now you brought me those upgrade materials, I can get to work on those finishing touches. Of course, it won't be done right away. These things take time. Go make yourself an iron sword. I'm not to be interrupted for trivial stuff. Now, I am curious, did it give me another reward for doing the other one? I think it did. Wow. Now, for the most part, this story is pretty stable and stuff. But if you ever do have an issue that sort of pops up, don't worry too much, because one, if it's just the quest repeats, sort of do it again. But if not, just make a ticket on our Discord, and I'm sure our lovely staff will help you. Let's make an iron sword. Not a stone sword, an iron sword. Ah, just about in time. Hold up there for a second. I got some money. Now talk to him again. Here's your armour. Spent a lot of time on that. Thank me for your work, why don't you? Thank you, mister. One enchanted protected set of armour and you already have your sword set too. Now you only have to get your starter to go. Go to your team officer. They'll have something for you. And now he's a regular NPC again. But I got some Articuno armour. I'm looking fabulous. And it lets you move faster. So now, first we'll trash that, and that, and that, and that for now. Alright then, I guess you have your armour and you have your sword and tools. What else does any respecting trainer need while going out on a journey? Ah yes, I suppose a Pokemon might be needed. Many trainers start off with a Pokemon they choose from their local area. However, you now belong to those Hypno lot. Okay? They all train using Ponyta. Here, take this and begin your journey. Actually, take these Pokeballs too, in case you want to get it a friend. Well, what are you just standing around here for? Just exit the cave and follow the path. And now I gained my starter. So now I am going to let you in on a little trick. There are a couple of grind quests that get you items and things that require you mining some materials. So before I leave, I like to get enough materials that I can at least do each quest once. Because it can rather speed things up for you a little bit. And basically it's a bunch of iron and a bunch of gold. I'm going to double check the guide I've written because I need to double check. So it is, yes, 20 iron and 15 gold for those two. There we go. Apparently my brain would not let me not info dump about bugs, apparently. Because bugs are kind of cool. Plus bugs are my favourite Pokemon types. So that's the 15 gold I need. And I need 10 more iron. Which will then mean I can complete both the grind quest. So 5 more iron. And I do apologise about times where I do sort of talk to chat and things. I do like interacting with the various communities, as I'm from the Generations realm, but I still think all the realms are pretty damn cool. Oh, I've got enough iron now. Awesome. So now, what we do, because now we can finish both the grind quests immediately, which can be a nice little bonus, is we need to go over this bridge, and I need to deposit my Charmander, so that I've only got storyline Pokemon. Oh, it's Modest, and it's Ickle. Oh, little friend. Oh. And as you can see, because I've only got my starter, I now leave the mine. However, I wanted to look at my cute friend. I'm going to call you... What did I call my one in Sword and Shield? I've forgotten now. I suppose we'll just call you Pastel. And now we're out in the big wide world. I can see wild Pokemon. You know what? Let's battle. Now, all the wild Pokemon pretty much will be higher level than us, but I was pretty sure we could survive. I don't think I need any leather, so we'll leave that. But yeah, we now go along this path anyway, and there's this guy, which starts the quest first battle. Now, I don't think you can just walk past them, but it's handy because he will tell you where your base is if you beat him. Oh, has the sad little trainer gotten lost now? One of those hypno brats too. Well, this is going to be fun. And oh, he has a level 1 Krogunk, which is a nice easy kill for us. Whatever, yeah, fine, I'll tell you where your dumb headquarters is. Run along the path over the river, then it's that huge floating tower on the right of the hill. Can't really miss it. You should probably head for your base from the clues you've been given. Big tower over the river, past the church. So, along we go. the first order of business is a heals. This is where the base for the Moltres team is. And you just go down here and through there. But because we have these, first we can talk to this lady. Can you help me? I need some gold for the blacksmith to make my beloved a necklace. They've said that I need about 15. And grind quest 1. I will just shuffle my items about a little bit. Thank you. Here's some goodies. You get 5 extra small experience candies and 5 orange berries. So I can put one of these on him. Well, her. And then the other grind quest. Grind quest 2. Oh, hi there. I need someone to help me with my blacksmithing. Are you free? Grab me 20 iron and I'll get you set up with some... I'll help you with getting set up catching Pokemon too. So for the 20 iron, we get some Pokeballs. We get 20. And these quests can be done every 15 minutes or so. What's this one? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The smith can be done every 15. Lady with the experience can be done every 30. So now we're pretty nicely set. I think we should go consider adding a Pokemon to our team. But what do I want to use? I'm going to try and use different Pokemon to what I've used in my previous playthroughs. I suppose I could use something like Apom. There's Squavit over here. Caterpies. I'm on the psychic type team. Ooh, oh wait, no, I've used Tangela before, and I've used Dedenne before. Maybe I should get a Zubat. Because that helps counter the fact that my start will become Psychic Fairy. I shouldn't kill it outright. Yeah. Go Pokeball. And there we go. Zubat is added to our team. Inner Focus. An enormous Zubat. Nice. What gender? Male. We will call you... Zimmy. Zimmy the Zubat. A part of me does very much want to use a Furret. I'm not going to pretend. But I think it's fair I use something a bit more exciting. Put that Oran Berry coming in clutch there. And I get a Grappa Berry, which will be handy for giving to Zimmy, so that I can get a Crobat sooner than later. Eat the berry. There we go. Ooh, a World Boss is active. Nice. I might get a Zigzagoon actually, because pickup does help in this. because you can get random items from it. Do I want this one? Let's grab this one. Let's just try and Pokeball him. Come on. Yeah, I got a Zigzagoon. And it has pickup, just like I wanted. It's an ordinary sized one. You can be called Zippy. Let's get a little bit of leveling done. Those can be handy because they do heal poison, I believe? Yeah. Which in the storyline can be handy. Right, let's go start heading towards where our base is. And we can decide what we want to use as we go. Though my team at the minute does look very much like your common, you know, Route 1 trash. Which I suppose is the sort of thing I like using, to be honest. Ow. But, you know, we'll see how things go. Huh. Normally there's a map here. Am I on the wrong side of it? No. Oh, that's strange. There is normally a big map shown, which I have screenshots of in my guide, and I will move perhaps another version, like another screenie of it up to the top if it appears, since it appears that some places don't actually have a map. So for our base, we need to get on top of this hill. You know what? I'll go back through the path in the town because then it'll show that. Oh, maybe I could use Whooper. So we go over here. And there are Mareeps and Voltorb. And for some reason I'm lagging. I don't know why this is happening. Normally things work relatively okay. Okay. You can also find purloin and rolls around here. Now, I have used Larvesta before, so I won't be using him. I could use a Scraggy. Ooh, ooh. Hello, Shinx. I know I saw you, Scraggy. Where are you? That's a ferret accidentally dying in a tree. I saw you on the map, Scraggy. Where are you? Because it'd be kind of fun to use a Scraggy. Oh, I think it got defeated by the terrain. Oh wait, no. Maybe it is still here, somewhere. Ah, there you are. You're coming with me, Scraggy? Oh, and that's my starter. Oh, it's got Moxie. We'll confuse it. There we go, we got a Scraggy. Now, just so I've shown you, this is the way to the dojo, which is the Zapdos team. I might as well show you while I'm here, since I got distracted. You can find things like Smeargle over here, which is neat because they're not a common Pokemon. And Pokemon you catch here do count towards your Pokedex. Which, wait, is that? Oh my gosh! There was a shiny Poochyena. Did I seriously miss it? Oh no, I think it died. Oh no, I would use that. Damn. I'm sad. But this is the base for Zapdos. I am the Sag. Because it doesn't look like there's any other players on this bit, so it just must have been beat up by the terrain. Oh. Anyway. Back down I go so that I can go to my base. Since part of what I was doing was just catching Pokemon, if I'm honest. I got a little distracted. But there's a healing machine here, so that's good. Ding! Ooh, I have cold fingers. Anyway, we will go to where our base is, which needs us to go up the hill, which is not too far from the sort of mansion, which has some neat Pokemon near it as well. But I'm going to go up here. There we go. You managed to find and enter the tower. Maybe you can talk to the leader. They'll probably be at the top. So, You go up this hill. And you step on this, which will take us across. Oops, I accidentally went back out and stepped on the plate. So now, we need to go find our leader. It should be at the top. Hello. Well, you want to join up, kid? Let me tell you about the history of our group here. Long ago, this land split into 3 main noble houses. The houses of the 3 birds. Each house dedicated itself to worshipping these 3 idols, and it is said one of which will unite the land again. The problem? We don't know which one. Now the land stands divided, and the king sits atop his crumbling castle, not acting on what happens through the realm. We here at the Unified Minds will take matters into our own hands. If you really want to join up, you're going to have to level up. Go out and beat 20 Pokemon, and then we'll see what you're made of. So now, we need to go defeat 20 Pokemon. Which is a nice, simple beginner task. Oops, that's not the actual doors. This one is. And now we're back over here. Let's see if we can get a Golett on our team. Because then we've got some interesting types. There we go. Although at the same time, Golett's ground type. Oh, it's got Iron Fist though. Yeah, it's modest though. Not optimal. Though trying to think of like what water types and things I might want. I think maybe Milotic will probably be our best option. But yeah, we'll go over here and we'll fight some Pokemon. Because Pancham should be a reasonable thing to be fighting. Oof. I need to find a healing machine. There's one. I mean, worst case, to be fair, we can drop some of our Pokemon at a point if they're not working as a team. Like, there's nothing stopping me doing that. If I feel sort of something isn't quite going as I'd like, or if I find a shiny and want to use it and stuff. Because storyline Pokemon can only be used in the storyline. So while it's neat that I could potentially get shinies, it's not as perhaps valuable as in the main story of the main bit of the game. But it's still nice to have, you know. So we'll start off just by getting some XP on our Pokemon and stuff. Make it so he can't hit anything. Then we can switch in Pastel. Oh, and get low sweep to Oblivion apparently. Oh, Scraggy's got a title, he's the Opportunist. He seems to be hitting a lot to say that I've, you know, I've mud slapped him to heck and back. There we go. And there's Pickup in action. I accidentally, thanks to, you know, fighting and stuff, got a Jaboka berry even. So back over here to heal. But this is one of the reasons I feel that doing the grind quest early as possible is handy. Because while you're doing this and stuff, it's on cooldown, so you can get XP candies and stuff. There we go. Those are important because making our lovely little friend like us. Mud slap. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but oh well. That was still, you know, some experience for our lovely little boy. I'm asleep. We're halfway done with this, so that's handy. Put another orange berry on you, and we'll send out Zimmy so that we can feed him another friendship berry. Oh no, I'm confuzzled. There we go. Another level for him. Whoop. Confusion. Come on, please. We'll switch in Zimmy. There we go. That's another level for Pastel. Come back here, mister. I'm trying to fight you. There we go. Oh, Astonish makes contact, apparently. I didn't realise that. So that is handy to know. We will go heal. One thing I think we will do is use a couple of these. Oh, good luck on the hunt, peoples. There we go. That's another Pokemon defeated. hair. I don't remember what that one does, so we will check. Confusion. Might come in handy. Oh no. Evasion boosting isn't fair. Gosh darn it. You got it, Zimmy. Maybe you've not got it. There we go. We will go heal again, because dang, that was an ouchie. Maybe I shouldn't try and fight things that strong. That's a bit more reasonable. Grab one of those. Oops. I'm apparently dropping everything, which I guess, you know, happens. There we go. Now I just take a quick drink and then we can continue beating up Pokemon. There we go. Go. Oh, I should have paid a bit more attention there, I think. Oh, yeah, as I clicked that, realised probably not the move I want to be using. There we go. I will admit the Pokemon in storyline can feel ever so strong at times. There we go. Quest complete. 20 Pokemon defeated. So now I shall go heal and then go back to the base and talk to our leader. Oop, didn't mean to click that. Okay. Was just checking how long I've been recording. What in the heck? Oh, it's just how the Pokemon are positioned on the map. That's slightly less confusing. Right, back up to the tower we go. Boop. Hello, Wingle. Up to the top we go. I suppose I could have just waited and gone into the healers here. Oh well. I mean, if I was feeling really lazy, I could have tried and just killed flying Pokemon near the base. Huh, not bad at all, kid. Guess you're in. Welcome to the gang. Alright, now you're in the gang, you gotta put in your work. Over in the market, you can trade for Pokeballs. You're gonna need some if you want to improve your team. Go defeat some Pokemon and use the items they drop to trade. Grab 10 string, 5 purple wool and 10 feathers. Once you do it, bring them to me and I'll trade them for you. Where to get them? Look for Weedle, Apom and anything that flies. Can do. Whee! Well, a good place to start looking for things that, for some of these things, is back near the entrance of the mine. So, now I'll wait till I try and add another team member. So let's go find the Apom and such. I got myself all turned round there. That is my bad. However, over here is quite a lot of tough Pokemon. Which can be helpful once you're starting to really need to level grind. So we'll head over here. I don't know why I went such a roundabout way of getting over here, to be honest. That's my bad. So first we'll try and find some Apom. There's one. And that gets us 2 of the purple wool that we needed. Out of, I think, 5. Yep, only need 5, so that won't be too bad. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I'm being sun attacked. Fine, Zimmy, get him. How can Sand attach fight to Zubat? It has no eyes. There's another wall. Then we'll switch into our Gollet. And now it's just a case of this might take a little bit. There we go. Zippy can learn Headbutt, which will be very handy. Zoom in. Oh no, not again. Well, we know the solution to this. Go. Oh, it didn't drop any. We are currently on the quest Pokeballs. Let's see if Caterpie, because I think Caterpie can drop string. Come here, Caterpie. It's battle time. Oof. Yeah, it does drop string. Awesome. That means we can get both our wool and our string at the same time. And then we just need the feathers. Come here. And before we leave this area anyway, we might as well go back in the mine and grab another set of iron and gold. Make sure that we're up on our resources. There we go. the candies can be quite useful. So I've now defeated 10 Pokemon. I need 3 more string. And, ooh, we ended up getting a Lansat Berry. This is why pickup can come in handy. Because sometimes you can get items that you wouldn't expect. Now where's this Caterpie? Doesn't seem to be any spawning at the moment. In that case then, I will quickly go in the mine. And grab some tasty ore. Because while I've got a healthy amount of Pokeballs at the moment, I might as well at some point start trying to catch sort of all the Pokemon I can. Because then at least if I need to potentially raise something else or switch my team around, I have the option. And I'd rather have too many Pokeballs than not enough. I mean, sometimes I'll just mine a bunch of gold and keep some with me so that I can just pop back to that mini quest every half an hour or so. In between stuff. Obviously, as you complete more of the story, you get sort of more powerful rewards from later unlocked grind quests. But being able to do all of them sort of one after another can be handy just because it keeps you sort of fully stocked. Because like if I wanted to try and, albeit sillily, catch one of the level 40 odds, I'm going to need a lot of Pokeballs. Right, let's see if any more Caterpies have spawned. Cutiefly might be able to drop string as well. can't really do much damage back, so could be a good way of... Oh, maybe they can. Might be time to confuse it. Or not. We keep this up though with one. There we go. Yeah, they can drop string and bug gems, which might come in handy, who knows. There we go, there's the Caterpie that we need. There we go. That's all that. This is a good way of getting friendship upped. Silly Dudene. There we go. Give Zimmy these. How friendly is Zimmy starting to feel? Pretty reasonable. Halfway there. That's not bad. Now we need to just fight some Pokemon that drop feathers. And a handy-ish place to go do that is actually over this way. Because as long as you're not attacking the really high-level Pokemon that can live around here, there's a spot that can be quite handy for both levelling and for other bits, because it's got a healing thing built in. This is the old battlegrounds, and while there are some obviously strong Pokemon here, there's also a lot of lower leveled Pokemon. Ooh, Shadow Punch, yes please. Oh, I forgot to pick up the feather. Dang it. But there's this healer right here. Plus with all these Centra about, you can farm some of the berries. There's feather number 1. And this way we're able to keep healed as well. move those there though, so I don't accidentally drop them, because I know I'm silly. There we go. Another feather. But this way we can get, you know, experience, we can heal, and we can get the items that we need all in sort of one area. Ooh, this is a strong one and I didn't pay attention. Oopsies. Hopefully we'll get lucky and get the confusion on it or something. Yeah. I'll admit the XP that you can get from some Pokemon does feel very low. But you only need to get to like maybe level 60 maximum in the storyline anyway, so it's not as rough as you might expect. Come here, you. There we go. Oh, my pickup mon caused me to get an Everstone. Not too handy realistically, but still, you know, nice. I will say that you do need to remember that items from outside and inside the storyline don't sort of go over into other worlds. Maybe switch so that switch again. There we go. Because sure, I can imagine this being sort of easier in some ways if you aren't sort of leveling a whole team. But there's another feather. Because in theory, all the XP I've been getting on other mons could have been sort of going to my starter. I do like raising like a whole team where I can, so... There we go. Oh, I gained a leak. Again, not particularly useful, but that still shows pickup doing its job. I think until it's got some good moves, Zubat might mostly be relying on grinding through switch training and stuff. Let's see. 2 more feathers. But at least sort of... There we go. That's it, almost done. Oh, that was a strong one and it knew Whirlwind. Lame. There we go, this one's a bit more suitable. And then one more after this. Come on, Garlic, you can do it. Last feather. Then we can go back to our team and be like, hey, I did the thing. And that will turn in our items and stuff. No, for now I'll stick with what I've got. And we'll decide later if we really need to change anything up. For now we'll head back into town and see if we can activate the grind quests just as a bonus. Because we should be able to, I believe, based on the time I've been playing for. Yep, I got 20 iron for you. Thank you for the Pokeballs. And yep, there you go. Now we can at least level Zimmy up a bit more in the hope that he gets a new move, which he does not. Sad times. But now we go back to our base. See, there's a Ralts. But I've already got some Pokemon that fill its typings, so I don't see a point in me grabbing one at the moment. Here we go. Across we go. And up to see our boss. And this is the completion of this quest. Oh, wonderful, you got the items. If you run out of Pokeballs after this new batch, go see the blacksmith. I recommend you go do that to get yourself a bit stronger. So now I've currently got 60 Pokeballs. Now you're on the Deliveries quest. Well, I guess you really are going well for yourself. Listen, I may be the boss around here, and so I am very busy. I got all these deliveries of things for the guys. Would you mind doing me a favour and dropping them all off for me? I said exchange each one for a diamond, so I need all of them delivered and 10 diamonds returning. Don't worry, it's nothing dangerous. You just need to look around the base and deliver the parcels to the various members. I know you'll do great. So, at this point, what I'm going to do is actually use the guide, because the Articuno ones are actually mapped on it. So, I believe this one's 1. Yep, he's number 10. But maybe start from the bottom of the tower and work our way up, because then we'll not have to go up and down lots. So I believe this is 1. Yep, this is number 2. I'm a wizard, not a baboon brandishing a stick. Take my diamond and be gone. So that's 1. Well, number 2. This is number 3. Perhaps it's rude to notice when a wizard does something strange. A diamond for you. Are you 1? No, this is number 5. Nobody knows what the future is except for wizards. And I knew you'd get a diamond from me. You're not one of the delivery ones. But I believe this one was number 1. Yeah. Hey, you look exceptionally handsome today. Here, take this diamond. That's those ones. I believe the next one might be upstairs. Oh, number 7. Once a king or queen of Narnia, always a king or queen of Narnia. Oops, wrong movie. Well, this is awkward. Ah, here's number 6. Programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. If complete, give diamond. I'm a wizard and I know it. Number 8, and now you do as well. Number 4, there we go. Everybody knows it, wizards are supposed to have beards, it's common knowledge. So, never shave again. Take this diamond, hairless person. So we've got numbers, I believe, 1 through 8. Number 9. Some people think this is paranoia, but it isn't. Paranoids only think everyone is out to get them. Wizards know it. Now make away. And then number 10. Sometimes you can think that I've had enough of wizards, and sometimes fantasy is not just about wizards. Here, take my diamond. And that's all 10 diamonds. Now you talk to the boss. Ah, wonderful, you even got the correct 10. None of them made you do any extra work, did they? Sometimes they're like that. Alright, that's enough errand running, kid. That was just to see if you're willing to put in a bit of effort. Now time to work on yourself. If you want to be a part of this team, you need to pull your weight, and that means improving your strength to beat enemies. You've got to get stronger if you want to do that. Don't worry, it won't go perfect the first time. That's why I want you to go out there and catch 5 different Pokemon. You should only need 2 of them to complete a 3 vs 3 battle against your little buddy there. You should only need 2 to complete a 3 vs 3 team along with your little buddy there. But it's better to have a variety of Pokemon. If you run out of Pokeballs too, go talk to the blacksmith. He'll help you out with some of them if you give him what he wants. And now we're on the team expansion quest. So we just need to go catch 5 Pokemon, which I can do. Whee! And outside I go. Let's find 5 different species of Pokemon to capture. There's one. Oh no, he broke free. What a shame. I can fuzzle it. And then throw another ball. Hey, stop being tough. It's not allowed. Oops, I killed it. My bad. It's a good job there's another one. Go Pokeball. There we go. That's one Pokemon species caught. That's 2. Oh, it broke out. There we go. That's a 3rd species. future, this will definitely be where all our candies go. Because I think this will be the water type I choose to use. And that's species 4. And then species 5. Come on, stay in the ball, will you? And this is why it's good to make sure you've got lots of Pokeballs, to be fair. There we go. Now we just need to get back up on the hill. We've caught our 5 species. And then it's just go talk back to our boss. But I can use this as an opportunity to put our Feebas on the team. And also name our other team members. Because they deserve names, they're part of the team. Whee! Oops, I accidentally hit the healer again. Silly hitbox. There we go. And one thing we should do is move my Charmander away from storyline mons so I know that it isn't. No, I don't want to disable leveling, I want to rename you. No. Okay. Let's call you... you can be called Selkie. Scraggy can be called Hoodlum. And Golett can be called Iron Giant. There we go. That's our team. Huh. Ah, wonderful. You actually found 5 you liked. Now comes the hard part. Decide which ones you want in your team and train further. Fun, eh? Alright. And now testing battle starts. You got that team sorted? You better have them all ready and trained up. Time for a 3 vs 3 battle. We've got to make sure you can defeat one of our grunts before you can go out there and try and take on other teams after all. So I need to defeat this NPC, which will then give me an amethyst, which I give to the leader. There we go. Iron Giant. Oh no! Dang it! My strategy didn't work. Oh, I'm not going to win this. I'm not strong enough. Clearly wasn't as ready as I thought I was. Only Zimmy left. And unfortunately, yep, I lost. I need to train. Because they have a fairy move already and I don't. Actually, you know what? We don't need to train because... But... We do this. And we send out Iron Giant to start with. There we go. It was just down to bad planning. There we go. That was my bad. I should have, you know, actually planned. Well done. Well done indeed. I'm impressed. Maybe it's time to let you out into the wider world and explore the Vale. We're on Spy Training Part 1, which is where the first cooldown occurs. So, thank you very much for watching. We will continue once that cooldown is over. And hopefully next time we will do a good chunk as well. Okay, bye.